Okay, so we are live on Zoom and already we have our first attendees. Welcome everyone to our webinar, our subject webinar, and quite interesting one. We will be talking today about agriculture and ecology. So my name is Georgi, and today I will be the so-called co-host / co-moderator of the webinar. And you can see that I'm not alone. We have special guests from a German university, and I know you know from which university, but I will still present you the agenda. So we will have two programs that we will talk about today. But before we get to these programs, let me first do my presentation, really short one, presenting you who is behind this webinar and sharing with you some interesting details about studying in Germany in general. So let me share with you my screen. As I said, the umbrella topic for today is studying agriculture and ecology in Germany. And so our guest today is Professor Dr. Matthias Kleinke from Hochschule Rhine-Waal or Rhine-Waal University of Applied Sciences. And he will be talking today about two programs, as I said. It's BA program in Agribusiness and B.Sc program in Sustainable Agriculture. So before we get to this, who is behind the webinar? So it's MyGermanUniversity. And basically, we are Germany's largest database of English taught study programs. If you go to mygermanuniversity.com, you'll be able to find over 2,400 study programs, not only a bachelor, but also a master's level. And you can see on the small excerpt of our study finder on the left-hand side, you can also find some short courses, language courses as well. So our main mission, to put it really simply, is to help international students like you on their way towards studying in Germany. So, and one of the ways of doing this is through our study finder. And as I said, you can see a so-called demo version on the screen, but when you go to the top left corner, you can see the study finder. When you click on it, you will be able to unlock all the features, the full version of the study finder with lots of filters, which will help you to find the best fitting program for you really effectively and quickly. For example, you can even control for example, you want to find program according to IELTS or TOEFL score, you can do that. Or you want to find program with local admission restrictions or no local admission restrictions, it's also doable, and even much more is doable. So my suggestion would be, please use it as much as you can, and then you'll be sure by this that you will not miss out any important program for you. The second way of helping you is through writing up articles. Right now we have over 75 comprehensive articles on various topics regarding studying in Germany, of course. These can be rankings or requirements or scholarships or uni assist. So all these topics are covered quite in detail. And I would also suggest for those who would like to find out more about what does it mean to study in Germany or who are interested in particular topics, go to our articles section and go and read, use them on the left-hand side with a special navigator to find articles according to topics. And yeah, use it as much as you can. It will be really useful for you guys. Also, the third way of helping you is through organizing our webinars, like the one that we are having today. We have approximately 150 webinars per year, also another format of meetings as well. And you can find already the planned ones on our website, mygermanuniversity.com. And when you go to the section of webinars, and you can sign up for the webinars for free. And also I would suggest you to create an account on our website. It's also totally for free. By doing this, you will just be able to unlock all the options and capabilities that our website is providing you. And yeah, regarding our team, we are based in Hamburg in Germany, but we are all over Germany and also all over the world as well. Our team is quite international. We have, for example, our team members who are based in Brazil, who are based in Spain, in China, etc., etc. So that's why we are counseling also in different languages. So for those who are interested in German taught study programs, my first advice would be to check out the Hochschulkompass. And I think that you will be able to find out some interesting programs for agriculture and ecology taught in German. But if you are more into English taught study programs, then MyGermanUniversity and our study finder should be your stop. Here we have, as you can see, over 50 degree programs for agriculture and ecology. 48 of them are master, 5 are bachelor, and mostly all of them are only in English, which means that you do not need to know German at all to study these programs. For those who are, let's say, newcomers and they do not know what to expect from studying ecology or agriculture in Germany, my suggestion would be also to check out our subject pages, which we have for each subject. And there you can see, you'll be able to find some general information, for example, about the rankings of the universities that are offering these kind of programs, or tuition fee ranges that you should expect for these given programs, or application language or admission requirements. So it's quite useful to have a bigger picture of what you should expect when you want to come to Germany and to study one of these programs. The pro tip is that sometimes students, when they're searching the programs, they rely too much actually on rankings or on city names, which is okay to rely on this, but not overdo it. This would be my suggestion, because, for example, in case of rankings, these quantitative metrics are not always that much reliable, and they will not direct you at the correct direction. So rankings do not, for example, capture all the details that you need to know about this or that program. So my suggestion would be to dig deeper into the syllabuses and curricula to see whether this or that program fits you well. Another thing that I would like you to know about is that there are two types of universities, basically, that I want you to have as a main takeaway from my presentation. So the first type is the Universität type of university. And you can, when you go to our study finder, you will be able to control for programs in agriculture or ecology, which are offered only by this type of university. And also University of Applied Sciences, which is Rhine-Waal. Today's university fits into this category, and also you can control for that. So when you go to our study finder, you can control for the programs in agriculture and ecology, which are offered purely by this type of university. You can see in German how it's called. There can be different names in German. Not the easiest one, but it's a good exercise for you to train your German. All right. So now the question should be, what, Georgi, you are telling me about these two universities, but is there something really important that I should know in terms of the differences? Should I be worried about something? I would say no. Again, main takeaway, not to spend much time on this, is a focus. So when it comes to Universität type of university, their focus is more on research and theory. And with University of Applied Sciences, the focus usually is on application and practice. So this is the key difference that I want you to know about. But if you are interested even more into the history of this differentiation, how it goes, and what are even more details, commonalities or differences, please drop me an email and I'll try to explain as much as I can. And last but not least, again, regarding searching the right programs, because I think it's really crucial. Sometimes students are really strict in terms of wording during their search. And I would suggest you to be a little bit more flexible, because the program may not be called exactly as you are searching for it, but there can be some other programs with a bit slightly different names, but the curriculum or syllabus will be largely the same or similar. So in order to not miss out any programs that fit your interests and fit your background the best, I would suggest you also, in addition to playing with filters a lot, also play with the wordings so that you are on the safe side. All right, so that was from my side. And now we are moving into the most interesting part of our today's webinar. And as I said, we have our guest, Professor Matthias Kleinke from Rhine-Waal University of Applied Sciences, and who will be talking about two programs, two bachelor level programs, one BA in Agribusiness and another B.Sc in Sustainable Agriculture. You can see on the map where Rhine-Waal University of Applied Sciences is located. A really good location, because there are several countries around it, so you can travel quite easily, I would say. But more about this from Professor. So let me stop sharing my screen and invite him to the floor.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and thank you, Georgi, for this nice introduction. Best greetings from Kleve here right now, and I will try to share my screen to show my presentation. Welcome again. As Georgi said, my name is Matthias Kleinke. I'm from the Rhine-Waal University of Applied Sciences, and I would like to introduce to you today our two bachelor study courses in English language, the Agribusiness study course and our Sustainable Agriculture study course as Bachelor of Science. Probably I would like to give you a short introduction at the beginning of our presentation here about our university. There are some special things we mentioned already. We are a University of Applied Sciences. So we are the ones who are focusing on the application, on practice, and are a bit closer to the real world than to the science. But also all our study courses give you a bachelor or and master degree, which is able to go on and also to make your PhD wherever you want on the world. So here you see, this is a nice overview about the information about our university. Very special is first, so at the beginning, that we are a quite young university. You see, we are established in 2009, are in public university, and have, as Georgi said already, are not as huge, have about 7,000 students. But what is very interesting probably for a German university, that more than half of our students are international students, so from all over the world, and I will show you later on where they are coming from. Our university has 4 faculties, which are quite interdisciplinary, and I'm coming from the life sciences faculty, and this is where I want to bring it today and show you the bachelor programs in the agricultural fields we have. Let me give you some impressions from our campuses. You see here the campus in 𝘗𝘓𝘃. 𝘗𝘓𝘃 is a small town in the deep west of Germany, and we have a second campus at our university. This is in 𝘗𝘓𝘪𝘥, but the agricultural study courses are located in 𝘗𝘓𝘃. Here, the campus of 𝘗𝘓𝘪𝘥, also close by, about 40 kilometers from 𝘗𝘓𝘃, also in North Rhine-Westphalia. And both of these campuses are located direct in the city center of those towns we have here. Georgi gave you as an introduction already a short map where our university is located. I guess not all of you know the cities of 𝘗𝘓𝘃 and 𝘗𝘓𝘪𝘥, and that's why I have here in my presentation this short map as well, which shows you where we are. This more shiny blue color is the federal state of North Rhine-Westphalia. And actually, we are somewhere in between Düsseldorf, you might probably know, and Amsterdam, and very close to the Dutch or the border to the Netherlands. So it's you can even go by bike there, what the people in the Netherlands like very much. But there are also other big cities around. So Cologne, you might know Dortmund. All these major cities are not that far. And as we will talk about later, there is a public transport free for you, so that you can go there very easily. Let me show you a bit how we developed. You see here the different semesters and the last 10 or a bit more than 10 years. And you see that we have now reached more than 7,000 students. And this is a size we want to stay with. I guess we had a very sharp development during the first years. And you see also that here the share of the German and the international students. And you see that we have from the beginning on and quite high level of international students coming to us. And this has to do with the fact that we have, or we offer as one of the first universities, we offered our bachelor courses also in English language, which makes us quite interesting for international students as well. Where are our students coming from? As you see, 50% around from Germany, but from a lot of different countries. You see here, of course, there are a lot of students from Central Asia, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, from China and Nepal. So these Asian students, but on the other side, we have also a lot of students from Africa, from America, from other parts in Asia, Australia, even, because as you see, there are a lot of countries involved. There are 117 other countries where the majority of the international students is coming from really widespread from all over the world. This is the message I want to give you. Let's come to our study courses, and what is probably not that usual, but for us it's a very good point, is that our bachelor students last 7 semesters. And you see at the first 3 semesters, we have these foundation modules, we call that, so the subjects which belong to our study courses, and they are supported or specialized later on in advanced or specialized modules at the 4th and 5th semester. What is probably a bit different from other study courses is that we have in the 6th semester an internship, which is obligatory. So for the whole semester, you have the chance to join a German company, or even can do that internationally, but you apply your knowledge you got from your studies during the first 2.5 years and should bring it into practice. Or if you want to, you can also do that by making a semester abroad, gaining some more knowledge. Probably if you want to go for a master's later on, then, and you say, okay, I want to specialize in another subject additionally, then you can take modules also at an international university, wherever you want. We have a lot of partner universities also, but you can also look for your own. On the 7th semester, we have our thesis. So you have a bachelor project where you are working for 3 months in a special on a special subject, write a thesis afterwards. Quite a lot of students combine that with your internship they made in the 6th semester, but this is also not obligatory. You're totally free to choose your own subject and specialize in the field you are interested in. This overview about the study courses for all the bachelor courses at the university is the same. So all the students are going in the 6th semester abroad and have their thesis or their bachelor project at the end. So let's jump into our Faculty of Life Sciences and go a bit deeper into this field of agriculture and ecology, as Georgi introduced. To give you a short overview, at the Faculty of Life Sciences, we have a wide range of different subjects, also different study courses available. And this, the agricultural science and agricultural economic study courses I would like to introduce to you are one major part there, but we have also studies in food sciences and biology and biochemistry, biotechnology, environmental science, health science. So you see from the red to the green part of these life sciences field, we have a wide range of possibility also in research. And the idea of our university, beside these internationality, is also this interdisciplinary joint work at the studies and also in research, so that you can join also projects from other fields or combine the knowledge of the different fields if you want to. So if you, for instance, are interested in agricultural subjects, but also would like to know more about the health field, then you have all the possibilities you want to. You see, we have 8 study courses. 4 of them are taught in English. And as you see here, we also have about 50% international students and a bit more than 1,000 students in our faculty. There is a lot of research going on. I don't want to go too deep into that. If you want to know more about, I will give you at the end our website where you can find more information also about our research projects. And just to name that again, is that we have a lot of internationalization programs, cooperation with different universities. We have a study program together with a Spanish university, for instance, are working very close together with a university in Ghana. But these are just examples. Actually, we have partners all over the world. Let me give you a short introduction into our study courses we offer at this faculty. You see here Agribusiness and Sustainable Agriculture. This is what you're here for as Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in English. But on the bachelor's level, also in bioengineering and bioscience and health and in quality, environment, safety, and hygiene study course. If you are probably into that subjects, it's also nice. Yeah, we offer 3 postgraduate programs, and those programs are not directly compulsory to these study courses, but it gives you an opportunity. Yeah, also as an agriculture student, you could study biological resources or food sciences if you want to, but then you should learn some German, because this food sciences study course is offered in German. But of course, with all our degrees, you can also change the university, can join another agricultural university in Germany if you want to. And as you know, there are more master programs offered in English language all over Germany. Let's come a bit to the topic you are here for, and to the point, to the background of the agricultural sector and the sustainability we are a bit focusing on. You see here the challenge I think we have in our development. Yeah, our population is growing, and therefore also the demand for different products, but especially also for animal products, was rising immensely during the last decades. And this also, or is combined with an increasing wealth and income, and also with the processed food in different regions. So we have an immense growth of this market internationally. But on the other side, we will see that our resources in this field, as in many other fields as well, are very limited. Yeah, the availability of arable land is limited, and the soil is limited. Water scarcity is a big problem. Nutrients, also the dependency on different, let's say, business crisis as we have it right now with the war we are facing. Yeah, probably you have heard about fertilizer and wheat crisis from the producers in Eastern Europe. And these are challenges which need answers for. And this is what we are trying to offer, the ability to face these challenges, and also to find answers for future solutions with our 2 study courses I would like to come to right now. The first one is our agribusiness study course, and you see here in this study course, I will go to a bit deeper very soon, but it is actually an agribusiness, so an economically and social science orientated study course, which is actually taking the whole supply chain into focus. So from the agricultural inputs over the production, food processing, and so on, till the gastronomy. And this is a bit different from this bachelor course we have, and we call sustainable agriculture, because there we are focusing more on this agricultural production field, but we have, of course, a chance to go much deeper and to really look and focus into the challenges and the solutions in the different areas, regions, also all over the world, because we are not just not just have international students, we also try to find answers for totally different situations all over the world in our programs. So let's take a look onto these study courses. What we have here at the beginning is our agribusiness study course, and this is in short overview about the different topics and subjects in the modules we have here. And you see there is, really a high share of economical subjects we have in here, from sales and marketing, business economics, accounting, supply chain management, and so on. I don't want to read this. I think you can see and have an own overview. And you see that also some basics of agricultural production systems and horticultural production systems are given, but on an overview level we have here, because we also want additionally present some social science basics and also some soft skills to our students. And we have here, of course, also the possibility to go a bit deeper into some of these topics by electing some modules in our elective courses. What is it about, this study course? Actually, we know that we have an international market. The internationalization goes on, and this also covers the food market, and the trade flows are going all over the world. And this is something what is quite interesting in this study course. Where is which product is coming from where, and how it is go and why. We have other problems or interesting questions we are dealing with there. You see, you have a situation that the customer preferences are changing all over the world. This is functional food plays a more and more important role. The focus on organic and local food from the sustainability point of view has a very important impact. On the other side, people have less time and are living in single households, and convenience food plays another role. And of course, the price and the money flows are always a very important factor. And they are changing, of course, in different regions. But we see here right now, these days, when we think about the crisis we have, that they are not always changing up to a higher level, but also, because of other challenges, there could be also problems coming up with the prices we need for. Another topic, or another example for a topic in this study course, is consumer information and the technology which makes that possible. This is also one of the major subjects there. What information has to be given, how can the customer compare which product is a better one, and which one has a higher nutritional value, but how are the prices and so on. So also the information technology is a very important point here in this study course. Another one you see here is working with the supply chain analysis. So you see here, it is the study course is also working with the ideas or investigation of study of agribusiness supply chains, how they are organized, how they operate, and how they actually can be optimized, because this is probably something that people are actually at the end going into a job, and there it's very important also be able to see the challenges and to optimize them and find solutions. This is what we want to prepare you for. Let me say a few words about the sustainable agriculture course as well. You see here, the shares are a bit different. Yeah, natural science plays a much has a higher importance as the economical and social science, which we provide as well, but it is the other way around. Yeah, we give an introduction into economics and social science, and go a bit deeper into the natural science, and also specialized in the crop and animal science. Yeah, there is also an here called technology part, but this is then actually what I'm responsible for, the agricultural engineering and technology modules, which give you also a basis to see which technologies can be applied. We have also some basic studies in law and mathematics, and some electives to give you the chance also to give your put your own focus into practice. Let me also give you some additional information about the Sustainable Agriculture Study course. What is sustainable agriculture? Actually, we have a wide range of different practices in agriculture. Agriculture is such a wide field, from very small and tiny farms to huge food production enterprises, I would say. Horticulture varies from the classical agricultural production. We have crop sciences and animal science, and we want to organize the agriculture as green as possible and take the impacts or assess the impacts it has to the environment, because as green as the fields are, not everything is green. What is done in agriculture, and there are also a lot of challenges from the environmental point of view, and this is we would like to put our focus on as well. You see, also to give you some ideas about these different applications here, we are not just focusing on the high-tech farms you see on the right-hand side of this slide. We also would like to give you also local solutions on the low-tech level, because we think that a sustainable way is looking for solutions adapted to the special situation, and this might differ totally from the climate in different regions, but also from the organizations, from the possibilities and the money background farmers have in different regions. Yeah, why do we call it sustainable agriculture? Because this is something we are specializing on. Of course, all the different agricultural study courses have one major focus they are dealing with. For us, it is the sustainability and also the sustainability assessment. Yeah, probably you have heard about sustainability and the idea about this triangle you see in the middle with the economic, social, and environmental responsibility, which are the three basics of and sustainable development. Yeah, we always try to show this wonderful chair there. Yeah, if a chair would have 3 legs and you take one away, then it does not work anymore. And this is what we believe is very important in agriculture as well. And we want to give our students the possibility to really assess the different ways and possibilities and solutions for the agricultural sector. There are a lot of different instruments, just to give you examples here from different methods which are trying to keep different or assessment tools which are make it possible to really go deeper into the assessment of the sustainability and also the impact the agriculture makes in special areas. Yeah, after this short overview, specialized into this two study courses, I just would like to say a couple of general words about our how our study courses are organized. You see here we are, as an University of Applied Sciences, are working very intensively together with the agricultural enterprises around. And this not just, as you see here, in excursions, in internships, in the bachelor research, and so on, in the agricultural production, but also in the food production in the region. And so we have a lot of companies which are dealing with agribusiness and also are in the food production and using agricultural fields. And this is what we really try to put in practice, that our students are able to cooperate with the different enterprises in the region if they want to, but also nationally or on an international level if they are interested in. Yeah, what can you do when you studied agriculture or agribusiness? You see here there's a wide range of different career opportunities in Germany, but also internationally, from the classical production, but also the food sector, logistics. You see here agrochemicals, machinery, and so on, but also assessment, international organizations, authorities. We have students which are going to these kind of organizations. A couple of words to our teaching methods. We really try, this was not so easy during the Corona time, but right now it lives again, that we have different methods of how students are working together in group work, lab courses, in lectures and seminars classically, but we also provide students projects and different other possibilities, video role plays or self-studies, of course, also at our university. Yes, our students have to study in class or outside. So we have also a library which makes that possible. Again, some words of our international field. Here you see students from our university at the campus, and they are coming from all over, and this is what makes us probably interesting, but on the other side makes a lot of fun, but also gives us a lot of input, because people which are coming from different regions are also giving different inputs, and this makes our studies, I guess, from my point of view, at least, very interesting. So at the end of this presentation here, I would like to give you some general information for future students about the application process and requirements. Our application deadline for the bachelor study courses is quite soon, so keep that in mind. The deadline is the 15th of July. This is in a couple of days, but on the other side, sometimes we have a prolongation, but I'm not really sure if this is possible this year, so try to be in time. Of course, you have to be qualified for. So you need a qualification which is equal to the German level. Try to find out if your qualification for university fits to this requirement, and the application process goes through our partner online. The whole application process is online, but we have a partner for international students. It's UniAssist, but you will find all this information on our website as well. Actually, we are, as we said, a public university, so we don't have any tuition fees, but there is an fee, an organization fee of a bit less than 300 euros per semester. But as I mentioned already at the beginning, there is, and this is the major part of this 300 euros, the free transportation ticket for the whole state of North Rhine-Westphalia. So quite equally, if you want to go to Dortmund, Cologne, to Düsseldorf, or wherever, the transportation is free. There are other expenses which are covered. Yeah, you see the student representative body gets some money from, and also the university sports. Yeah, this is actually about the money at our universities. There are some student dormitories, but most of the students are living in private households. I think this is all over Germany the same situation. You can apply for this dormitories, but a lot of students are using shared flat actually. Expenses in Germany, I think we are not the only university which shows you actually there are not so many scholarships available, as long as we don't have tuition fees, but you have to cover your own expenses. This is not so easy. Yeah, here is estimated about 850 euro per month for the rent, for the insurance, for food, for clothing, for additional taxes and fees, and whatever you want to do, for the telephone money, and probably sometimes also for a beer. I think that's the end of my presentation, my introduction to our university and to our study courses. Here I gave you again the website of our university. You will find us very easily at the internet. There are also our student service center, which is responsible for the application process, which can give you further information. But here I gave you also my contact address. So if you want to contact me directly, I can probably give a short answer directly, but on the other side, I could also forward your message to our student service center. This is what I wanted to tell you right now, quite compact and short, but I would like to stop my presentation at that point, and I'm really ready and open for all the questions you have. Thank you very much.
First of all, Professor, thank you very much you said it's compact, but at the same time, it was also very informative. So you addressed actually lots of top questions that the usual students have. So thank you for that. There are some that we received, as I said, and let us maybe address them already. So one of the questions that we have from Shivan is when I will get the results about admission or rejection.
Actually, this is the application process goes over our student service center. I guess it takes, of course, a couple of weeks. The process actually is quite easy when you fulfill the requirements, because we don't have a limitation on our study course. That means we accept all the students who fulfill the requirements. But on the other side, of course, it takes some time, some weeks, and actually our influence is limited as long as we do it with our partner, with UniAssist, and they check all the application documents and give you a result as early as possible. But please understand there are a lot of applications and it takes sometimes some weeks, but of course it will. We try to organize it in a way that even those students we know that who have to organize in visa or whatever, yeah, you need this information to get that, and that's why we try to be as fast as possible. Let me call it like that.
Fair enough. Thank you, Professor. And yes, you mentioned UniAssist. There's also a question related to that. So student asks, now until the 15th of July, there's a deadline that we should, and also, so just a second, it's a bit, it's a question. So now until the 15th of July, we should submit documents to UniAssist. Or is there any different deadline for UniAssist?
No, that's the same.
That's the same deadline.
15th of July is the deadline for UniAssist. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Then another question is, to recognize my internship, do you request a job description from the employee?
Actually, what we, I didn't mention that. There is an internship required, which can be also done during the first semesters. And if you made your internship already, that's very fine. That's the way how it should be. And what we need is a confirmation, actually. Yeah, you need a piece of paper where it's written that you worked there and, yeah, let's say in a few sentences what you have done there. Yeah, you can, if you work in a big enterprise, then probably it's not clear if you were just responsible for the security or really worked in an agricultural field. This should be part of this paper, but you don't need actually an detailed description or a long documentation what you have done there.
Okay, clear enough. Thank you. Another question is a civil engineer suitable to study the sustainable agriculture B.Sc?
And a civil engineer has a very intensive education already, and is very good qualified. On the other hand, of course, what you have to keep in mind is that an agricultural study course also deals with biological subjects. Yeah, it would be great if you have at least on your school level also basics in biological sciences. But of course, you will bring other knowledge in which others don't have. So I don't see, if you have an education as a civil engineer, why you shouldn't be able to study that. But please check the requirements which are given from UniAssist, because there has to be an acceptance, especially if you say, okay, I studied a couple of semesters already, and then probably this is in required interns, but I don't think that there is a special subject needed. But please check that again. I'm a bit out of this application process, because we, as professors at the universities, are really looking forward to when you are here already. But I apologize for, but this, from my point of view, of course, you are highly welcome, but remember your biological knowledge.
So I think that the same answer would also apply to the next question, because the person asks, can I enroll in agribusiness having an industrial and plant engineering certificate? So this is something that maybe they also should check better with UniAssist to make sure that they're on the safe side. Yeah.
So actually, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, not really in this. What I know is that if you have an additional knowledge to your A level or whatever, then there is not sometimes for some countries there is one additional year as preparation required. But actually, I'm don't know exactly. Probably Anna, which joins us here, could give further information in the chat about that, because she is a bit closer to these requirements for the international students as I am.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you. Another question is, how common is to be admitted during the second selection round? And what if I'm late for the semester due to visa issues?
Yeah. So actually, I'm not really know what you mean with the second selection round. So what we have is, if you are late, this is quite easy to answer. Of course, the study courses are starting at the end of September. So if you are a couple of days, or at least, or even a couple of weeks late, try to organize as best as possible. Yeah, there are some, we will not send you away. Yeah, you are highly welcome. And of course, especially for those modules where they are focusing on lectures, it shouldn't be really a problem. Probably in some modules where we have practical courses or lab courses and so on, where a minimum of participation, time slots are required. There, if you are quite late, a month later, then it might be problematic. But actually, how you are studying is not really, that's your issue. Especially, what you have to pass at the end is the exam. All the documents are normally provided online, so even if you are late, probably you could try to contact somebody at the study course and say, okay, probably is there a possibility also to get these documents for the study courses, or on the other hand, is it really a problem? How can we organize, even if you're coming late? Are there all the documents will be offered to you? And then it's your choice probably to choose the subjects which you take at this first semester, independency on the workload you can really organize for yourself.
Okay, thank you. Another question we have from Prakash, and he's answering, after or during the study, are there any campus interview opportunities from future employers?
We have a lot of different activities. Yes, sometimes we have such, how do you call that? So matching fairs or whatever. Yeah, I think it's once a semester that companies are coming to the campus, and they introduce their company, and also try to offer possibilities for internships or for employees and so on. We also have some boards where internships are offered, and a lot of interest from the companies are reaching us, and we try to spread them directly to the students who are interested, to bring our students in contact with the enterprises in the region, but also national or international wide. So as we said, this connection to the businesses, to the companies, it's very important for us, and we try to improve this contact as best as possible, also on campus and during the whole semester.
Perfect. Thank you, Professor. And the last question that I have for now is regarding the Sustainable Agriculture Program, and how many, and if there is a possibility of selective courses, to take selective courses, and how many, if possible.
Okay. What I would like to ask you is, we have an handbook of modules on our webpage. There you can have the whole curriculum and see that we have in the fourth and in the fifth semester the possibility, and also in the seventh, in a wide range. We call it focus fields, and we say, okay, this is more on ecology, this is more on economy, this is more on crop production or production fields. And within these focus fields, you have a lot of different subjects or sub-subjects you can choose from. And an overview gives you this handbook of modules, but actually it is more focused on the fourth and fifth semester. But keep in mind that there is also a research project offered where you can choose your topic. And of course, you are bringing your own major subject you bring in with your internship and your bachelor thesis at the end.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor. So, okay, now we quickly received another 2 questions.
Okay.
Before that we are leaving. So, is there any age limit to join the programs?
No, not at all. So if you are not 18, then we need some confirmation from your parents. But age limit, you could even be as old as I am to study.
Okay, thank you, Professor. And another question is regarding the master's program, and Anna is has already answered it. So
Very
great.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much to you, Professor, for a very interesting presentation and also answering these questions honestly and enthusiastically. And also to Anna, because she took over quite a lot of questions in the chat as well. Thank you, Anna, for that. From my side, what I would like to say also, if you have any more questions regarding these programs, as Professor said, he already shared with you even his personal contact information and also generally about study programs information, contact information. So get back to them. Also, if you have any general questions regarding studying Germany, of course, you can also text us. Here you can see our email, info@mygermanuniversity.com. So we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So once again, thanks for Professor, and thanks to Anna, and thanks also to our attendees for tuning in and asking their questions via chat or via email. So it's very much appreciated, and I think you received your answers to your questions. But again, if you have more, send them to one of the emails that we presented today. So also, if you'd like to share some thoughts about today's webinar, you are more than welcome to do so. And direct links, I think, are already in the chat. If not, Nino will put it now. So there you can send us their direct links for Facebook or Google, where you can send us your feedback. Maybe you have some concerns about today's webinar or some suggestions. So anything we are checking, and we are always taking them into account, your feedbacks, and for our future webinars to improve them furthermore. So the direct links are already in the chat. Thank you very much once again. I will stop sharing my screen, and I would say have a nice evening or morning or afternoon, depending on where you are joining us from. And take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.